participates by picking up a rake, but it seems the very definition of mutual combat. Everyone's fighting everyone, so I don't see probable cause there. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
I don't know, after hearing him calm and talking about the tether story, it's probable.
Let's go down to the county attorney's office. I think you'll find a lot of humans down there.
All right.
No disrespect.
Stop driving.
I'm flirting with the judge in front of my dad.
What's going on? How's everyone doing? This is Colin. Hello, hello, hello. I know your first question, haircut, shave. I didn't want to do it. I did not want to do it. I hate it when I get my haircut. I look like I'm 12. In about a week, a little bit more, maybe 1 to 2 weeks, that's when my stubble will start growing back in. My hair will grow out a little bit, and I won't look like I'm 12. And the next question you're going to ask is, why do I get my haircut so short? Because I don't want to get my haircut once a month. So for about a week or two, I look like I'm 12. Yes, no, I am 12. It's not that I look like I'm 12. I am actually 12. All right. Got some fun court clips for you tonight. Also, if you guys have not seen my thank you video, I am playing that in the middle of this video. Wait till a couple people roll in. I'm going to play the thank you video. So if you haven't seen it yet, I'm going to play it during the live. I wanted to make a separate video because a lot of people don't rewatch lives as much as they rewatch videos, and I want to make sure as many people see it as possible. So I will play it during this video. But hello, everybody. Also, I've got an important thing to say. I know in my last video, I called out trolls for being lazy. Because, for the most part, they are. We actually had to block a troll. For a very important reason. I called you out on being lazy. Doesn't mean you can talk about my kids. I'm sorry. That's off limits. Every single time. I don't care what you're talking about. You're not going to talk about my kids. I'm the one on video. You can talk about me all you want. My kids are off limits. But I did call you out. And I feel maybe I'm to blame for it. Partially. And I do actually read your messages when you do troll me. So I will give you a opportunity. You know who you are. I'm not gonna say your name. You know who you are. If you message me on Discord or email me, you don't even have to say sorry. Just acknowledge that you were wrong for bringing up my kids, and I'll unblock you. And then you can keep on trolling me. But yeah, kids off limits every single time. And I need to say that. Not okay, man. Not okay. All right. Sorry, that was a little deep. I had to say that because I feel like that's partially my fault for calling out the trolls for being lazy. But I had to say that. All right. You guys want to watch some court? Let's watch some fun court clips. Then I'm going to play my thank you video. And then I got a special treat at the end. Actually, I uploaded for this video some of my, well, not some of them, the rough draft of my new intro. And I want to know what you guys think. There's no music or anything with it. It's just the clips that I have in my new intro. And I just want to know what you guys think before I finish it. So, or before Heather and I finish it, let's be real. All right, let's watch some court and have some fun. Where's the play button?
Let's get the probable cause done though first. So just raise your right hand, and you're going to use an investigator's report.
Police report.
Okay. Please raise your right hand. Swear from the contents of that report are true to the best of your information and belief.
Yes.
All right. Please go ahead with your testimony.
I'll have to scoot over just a little bit, okay? Your Honor, yesterday, November 17th, 2023, approximately 1 p.m., Wayne police were dispatched to 4557 Edmond Street in the city of Wayne in the county of Wayne. due to Mr. Toth screaming at his neighbor, victim Stephanie Leonardo, who has an active personal protection order upon him. The personal protection order was served to Mr. Toth on May 20th of this year, and it is still valid. We spoke with Miss Leonardo, Miss Potts, who advised us that Mr. Toth was screaming from his residence, "I'm out now. It's never going to stop." Never. He was on his front porch while getting into a vehicle. He was yelling, looking in her direction from across the street from a driveway. It should be noted that Mr. Toth was in county jail for several months. He got out on the 16th, and on the 17th, this is when this incident occurred. That was in his reference to, "I'm out now, it's never going to stop," never. We did verify the PPO was in good standing. The victim had the altercation recorded on her cell phone, which we watched. And additionally, we've seen him walk out of the residence, looking across the street at the victim, saying, "I won't stop now." He can be seen looking multiple times before stating, "I hope you missed me." In the second video they watched, Mr. Toth was continuously staring at the victim and yelling, "Beamers, bitch." We have that video, like I said, in evidence. We spoke with Mr. Toth, who confirmed he got out of jail the night before. He was trying to go to the store, and he says he was being harassed by Miss Leonardo, the victim, because she was videotaping him from across the street. As stated before, the PPO is valid. It is served. It does say that he cannot follow or appear within sight of the petitioner, Miss Potts. She can't approach or confront her. And based on all that, he was arrested for the PPO violation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Toth, go ahead and come up, please.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your name?
Alex Brandon Toth.
Thank you. There's a signed advice of rights in the file. Did you read and understand that form so that you know what your rights are?
Yes,
All right. And you understand you're being charged with violation of a personal protection order. Is that correct?
I was singing a song. Nas,
Okay.
You Can Hate Me Now. I was singing that song. I was not talking to Stephanie Potts. She thinks I was talking to her. I had no idea she was smoking another cigarette on the porch. I was singing Nas, You Can Hate Me Now to my brother. Happy that we just got a beamer.
I'm thinking about the song and I don't remember the line, "I hope you missed me."
I never said I hope you miss me.
Okay.
You can hate me now and I won't stop now is what came out of my mouth.
I know the song. I'm a Nas fan, and that's why I'm saying I know the song, and I don't remember him saying, "I hope you missed me." I also don't think I remember the phrase "Beamer's bitch" in that song.
Sorry, I'm trying not to pause it. This is a long clip and it's kind of funny. Big and thank you so much for your raid. I do think my settings are to allow everybody that I'm subscribed to direct me, but I'll go check that after this. But thank you so much for the raid, Biggin. Welcome all Biggin fans. Biggin's awesome. Giant Santa Claus. Actually, I don't know if he's giant or not. He just looks like Santa Claus. All right. Thanks again, Biggin. I appreciate it. And thank you for everybody else that just joined.
Violation of the PPO. You are being remanded. You will see a judge on the 20th. November the 20th, you're going to be in front of Judge Williams Claiborne at 9 a.m. November 20th.
You guys just had me. I was already seen on the disorderly conduct, 2 PPO violations, and I served 4 months for the felonious assault. This was already discussed with the judge.
Appreciate all of that information. You are remanded, sir, and you can tell it to the judge on the 20th. Okay, thank you.
Why the hell did you guys release me?
Somebody gave you a
My fault
chance.
that you guys don't know how to do
Somebody
your
gave you a chance, but you didn't do well with it. All right, have a good day.
Well, that was fun. He's a big Nas fan. Musical genius, as no said. Oh, that was quick. That was quick. All right. I want to say, let's just try to keep her physical appearance comments to a minimum. It makes a lot of people uncomfortable. I know her hair is bright yellow. Let's not focus on that. Let's focus on what she says, okay? Let's focus on that. Because she does not disappoint.
People I have not yet been able to interview for the week. Have them come out here. We're gonna do it quickly.
That'll be fine. Do you have the name?
Sorry.
Well, Mr. Lester, call your name if you have your name. Go outside there, take you to a room where you can interview. Well, one of your marshals, help Mr. Lester, please.
Natalie, what's up?
Okay, they step out with you.
Yeah, you know where they are, they can step out with you.
There's some dead time. This is only about a 4-minute clip once they start talking.
Do you have any that you completed?
But that hair. How do you get that hair that yellow?
We get the way that the lady is standing.
Somebody, please. Someone that knows more about hair than me. How do you get your hair that yellow? Do you have to bleach it, completely bleach it, and then dye it? Is that how you do it? It's a wig? That actually is more... Yeah, that's more probable. See, this is...
Order the court, please. I mean, be quiet.
That's how much I know. I thought this was a real hair that was dyed. My first thought wasn't a wig. You guys are all saying a wig. I guess I'm just all right. This judge's mic does suck, guys. I do apologize for this judge's mic. You're not gonna need it though. Just listen to what she says. You can hear her perfectly clear. When she tells her story, she does go all out. Oh, and by the way, thank you, Lucy, for sending me this. Lucy sent me this. And she didn't send me the next clip, but the next clip is a hearing in the same docket as this one. But it happens like 2 or 3 people after her. This is wild. She's going to say some things that you don't hear in a courtroom. So if you have virgin ears, you might want to be careful. All right.
Mr. Gilliard, you are 63 and have more than 12 years of education.
Yes, sir, I do.
What are you working in?
I don't work. I get spousal pension every third of the month.
You understand that you could be sentenced up to 6 months in jail and $1,000 fine?
Yes, sir, I do.
Are you mentally disabled or under the influence of alcohol, drugs, and medication? You have a right to a trial, presumption of innocence, the right to confront and subpoena witnesses, and the right to remain silent and not incriminate yourself.
Yes, sir.
It's indicated that you want to enter a no contest plea to the charge of disorderly conduct.
Yes, sir.
You have a local history.
Yes, I'm in speak.
Yes, ma'am.
On the day the altercation happened, I was speaking with another female downtown on corner Howland and Jefferson. And Tasha, I don't know her last name, Tasha intervened. She was heavily intoxicated. And I'm not going to tell, I'm on oath. I'll be honest. I was drinking too, but I was not drunk as she was. And she intervened in my conversation. And I spoke to her. I said, Tasha, I'm not talking to you. And she said, can I say it? Can I say it? Can I?
Sure.
She said, my dead bitch ass mama. And I said, what you say? And she came up in my space and was spitting in my face and said it again. And I pushed her. And she got my tag number and called the police. So
I thought he was lying under the tree trying to get sleep.
Your Honor, I didn't come here to lie to you. I'm coming in here to tell you what really happened.
So she was never under the tree.
She was on the tree. She was sitting in the tree, under the tree, but she was sitting in a chair. But she got up. I was talking to another female named Paula. And she jumped up and just intervened because she thought she knew what we were talking about.
How long y'all been knowing each other?
She was my best friend, Your Honor.
And you know her husband, or does she know your husband?
My husband is deceased, Your Honor.
Your husband is deceased.
Yes. But I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you why she called the police. I'm gonna be honest. So after I pushed her out my face because she was spitting in my face, and I quote unquote said the exact words. I went round the block after I pushed her out my face because she spit in my face. I said, ask your husband how my mouth feel on his feet. I said that. I got in her brains. And that's what made her got my tag number. The police officer came to my house and I did like this. I said, so y'all want to take me? I'm ready to go. That's what she spit in my face. But that's what it was. We were best friends, Your Honor. And then later she went to jail, steal somebody's purse. I the mother of the bathroom.
About her husband? Were you kidding with her about that?
Oh, I don't know if that man a man or woman, Your Honor.
Okay. All right.
I really don't.
All right. The court accepts your no contest plea. Your fine is $126.88. When can you pay that?
When can I pay it?
I don't know. You tell me.
The 3rd of next month, I get my check, I pay it on a Friday. All of it.
Third is on a Friday. Schedule her for sometime the week of the 6th to the 9th.
Where do I pay that, Your Honor?
Young man sitting in front of me gonna let you know.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
How good was that? How good was that? Oh, the whole courtroom was laughing. That was good. The judge was done with her. He was like, I don't even want to hear any more of this story. $100. When can you pay the $100? That was it. All right. There's 172 people here. I was gonna play my thank you video now, but I have one more court clip. I'll play my last court clip, then I'll play my intro teaser, and then I'll play my thank you video. So yeah, let's roll. Let's watch the last court clip, and then you guys can tell me how bad my new intro is gonna be, or how great it's gonna be. Same courtroom, still can barely hear the judge. Still got more downtime. This is a husband and
First of all,
wife.
you're 57 and you have 11 years of education.
Yeah.
Do you have a GED?
No.
Where do you work?
Unemployed.
You have any source of income?
Yes.
What kind?
SSI.
Miss Jackson, you're 55 and you completed high school?
Yes.
Where do you work, ma'am?
Place called Middlefield out of Macon, Georgia.
Do both of you understand this could be sentenced up to 6 months in jail and $1,000 fine? Mr. Ball?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson?
Yes.
Mr. Ball, are you mentally disabled or under the influence of alcohol, drugs, and medication?
Medication.
Ms. Jackson?
No, sir.
You both have a right to a trial by jury, the presumption of innocence, the right to confront and speak the witnesses, and the right to remain silent and not incriminate yourself. You understand that, Mr. Ball?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Jackson?
Yes.
How long y'all been knowing each other?
About
35.
35 years.
Just like my folks, y'all end up coming before me because y'all raising here about selling food stamps. Something you ain't supposed to be doing. That's what it started about.
There's a big misunderstanding.
There's a
Yeah.
It is a big misunderstanding.
Going to the report, you gave her $40 for $150 worth, and then you didn't have a month. That didn't go too well. That's part of what happened. Oh yes,
No.
no. So the food stamps wasn't a problem.
No.
No.
What was
No,
the problem?
sir.
We just didn't communicate right. She called me on the phone.
I didn't ask you to tell me a story. I'm not one of those kind of judges. I have a police report right here to my right. Sometimes it's not right, but I don't have folks in front of me to tell me a story. When I say story, I don't mean a lie of truth. And we have business to take care of here, that's what we do. So if y'all want to stand there and tell a story, y'all gonna calm it down because they're not mad now, whatever happened. We don't come here and do that. Y'all could have done that at home. All right?
That's right. Yes, sir.
Now, both of y'all were charged with disorder of conduct?
Yes, sir.
Both of y'all went to jail?
Yes.
How did Mr. Ball post this on?
Say that again.
Who is Justine Wright, Mr. Ball?
That's my niece.
Did you pay her money back?
I am.
You haven't done it yet.
Yes, sir. What do you mean? Trying to get me confused, man. I have not paid my niece some of the money. Some of them. Not all of the money, but some of them.
When did it happen? July.
July 1st.
Who posted Miss Jackson bond? Who was Miss Lowe?
That's my nephew.
Your what?
Nephew.
You pay that person back?
Yes, sir. Approximately the same day.
How far do you live from Mr. Ball?
Probably about, I'll say, estimate probably about 3 to 4 miles. A little bit more than that.
Whoever the
shorter
that night.
Shorter?
Shorter than that. Probably
Okay.
a mile.
Whatever caused the problem y'all had that night? Do y'all have it fixed now?
Yes, we have.
Y'all friends again? I certified.
He gonna always be my friend. He always gonna be my friend.
What you bought with food stamps? Never mind.
And I told him, it was like you say, it's best to tell the truth in life. You know, just really wasn't just something, yes, it was.
With respect to Valerie Jackson.
Wow.
Except no contest being forced upon. I'm not trying to fix that. But the ball, how old are the person who you borrowed the money from? Right. Justin or Justine? The guy?
Justine.
Okay.
She 31. Oh, 31. Coming there.
You think it's your sister allowed him to take her money for the purpose of his bond? And then he can trust him to pay her back?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, no contest, Mr. Ball. We'll profit the bond amount of 1.680. You feel free to go. Good luck to you.
Thank you. God bless you. Now I can go back to work. I got way back in the military.
All right, that one was fun. I do actually have another clip. I didn't realize I had another clip. I was gonna play my thank you video and my new intro, but there's one more clip. This video is only halfway over. Maybe there's 2. I'm terrible at this, but yeah, let's have some fun.
We are going to go.
Oh, this one's fun. This is the last one. This one's fun. Nope, not the pause button, the mute button.
We are going on the record of the matter of the state of Michigan versus Jonathan Marks, 232370. And Detective Sergeant Grote, your name for the record, please.
Detective Sergeant Ken Grote.
All right, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear from the testimony about to give this matter to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I didn't hear that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. And you may proceed on the warrant.
On November 9, 2023, approximately 0:49 hours, Officer A. Grote and Harris were patrolling a 2-man fully marked Wyandotte police car in the area of Goddard and Lincoln in the city of Wyandotte. Officers observed a gray Charger driving eastbound on Goddard. The vehicle had front tinted windows. As the vehicle drove eastbound on Goddard, it was driving halfway in between the eastbound and westbound lanes of traffic. As the vehicle approached the railroad tracks, it is now driving alongside of the road. It was driving eastbound in the westbound lanes. The lien check of the license plate showed the vehicle didn't have any insurance. Officer stopped the vehicle and got her in a second and talked to the registered owner, Mr. Marks. As the officer spoke with Marks, they noticed that the vehicle also had a vision obstruction hanging from the rear view mirror. When officers asked Mr. Marks for proof of insurance, he could not provide that. Speaking with Mr. Marks, he saw in plain view on the driver's side floorboard between Mr. Marks's feet a black tied cellophane baggie with the corner ripped off, and this is a common way to package narcotics. Since the vehicle did not have insurance and narcotic paraphernalia in plain view, officers asked Mr. Marks to exit the vehicle. Once out of the vehicle, Mr. Marks asked why he was asked to exit the vehicle, and they explained the reason for the traffic stop and stated show him, which Mr. Marks stated did not have a problem with it. Officer Grote returned to the vehicle. Driver's door was still open. He bent down to grab the baggie, and while he was grabbing that, he saw in plain view underneath the driver's seat a prescription bottle with no label that contained a large crystal rock that was later field tested positive to be methamphetamine. Mr. Marks was arrested, placed in the rear of the police car. A tow truck was requested to impound the car, and a further search of the vehicle was completed. Officers located several more containers that had a small amount of crystal methamphetamine and cocaine throughout the vehicle. Under the driver's seat, the pill bottle contained 2.9 grams of crystal meth. There was more crystal meth located inside the center console. There was also a kitchen plate with 2 lines of white powdery substance that was field tested to be positive for cocaine. And there was a small amount of cocaine residue found throughout the car. It should also be noted that Mr. Marks has prior felony convictions, which I think the prosecutor's office missed. We'll address it at the PCC, but he has prior convictions for home invasion in 2011 in Wayne County, felony UTA in Wayne County in 2011, felony safe breaking and burglary tools in 2012, and felony RNO in Wayne County in 2016 also.
Thank you. Upon examination, complaining witness, I find the offense charges committed, the offenses charged were committed, and that there's probable cause to believe defendant committed those offenses. And good afternoon, Mr. DuBois, your appearance, please.
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. I'm Neil DuBois, P36827, here on behalf of Jonathan Marks.
Thank you. Mr. Marks, your name for the record, please.
Jonathan Marks.
All right. And counsel adds to the arraignment.
Yes, as to the arraignment, client wishes to waive any formal reading of the complaint, and he stands mute to the charges.
The court will waive the formal reading. The court will also indicate, sir, that you do have the right to have an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the court will appoint one to represent you. And in fact, you had an opportunity to speak to an attorney today, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you also understand that you have the right to have a trial by a judge or by a jury. You have the right to be presumed innocent to proving guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You also have the right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing may be used against you in court. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. Schedule this matter for probable cause conference on November 16th at 9:20 a.m. And counsel as to bond.
Yes, with respect to bond, Your Honor, I point out that he is a Wyandotte resident. He's been gainfully employed with the same company, which is known as ITI Intermodal in Southwest Detroit for the past 8 years. Also, the past 8 years, he's been raising his son. So he advises me that although he does have some offenses on his record, there's nothing more recent than 2016. And more importantly, he has never failed to appear when directed to do so by any court. So we would I'd also point out in this particular case, these are non-violent offenses. They're possession charges. I would ask the court to take these factors into consideration when setting a bond.
All right, Detective Sergeant Grote, would you like to address bond?
Your Honor, we're not sure where Mr. Marks lives. We have an address of Lincoln Park. I did tell the officers last night he was moving. I'm just not sure where. Inside his vehicle, it may be because he was moving. He had 6 airsoft or pellet type guns with the orange tips missing. To assure his appearance, we'll ask 10,000, 10%.
Sir, I'm not sure where you live. You have a couple different addresses listed here. Oh, just moved to Wyandotte. That, the two addresses we have don't even indicate that.
No, I know. I just moved to one. I was still in the process of moving, which is why the pellet guns were in my vehicle.
Okay, but you didn't even put that address anywhere, sir.
No, I don't even have the address, ma'am. I don't know the address.
Hold on, sir, you're moving to a location, you don't know the name of you don't know the address as to where you're moving?
You're right, I don't. And my girlfriend's the one who set up the move. She's the one who did all this, and I'm just one.
I didn't understand anything you just said.
My girlfriend is the one who set up our move, and she's my girlfriend's been the one who handled everything with the move. I know where it's at. I know where it's at. I have keys to the place, but I just don't know the actual physical address yet. I believe it was like 1206, but I can't say for sure. I've only heard it said twice. She told me it. I didn't write it down or nothing, and then I figured if I needed, I'd ask her. And this happened way before anything else ever happened, and I haven't had a chance. We're just moved there. I'm really sorry about that. I can get the address for you today if you like.
What?
Is anyone else having a hard time understanding this guy? He is talking a mile a minute. Yeah, he doesn't know his address. He was caught with, was it drugs? Yeah. He had pellet guns in his car. Don't worry, the guns come back up. Apparently they weren't real, but they come back up. This is fun.
Hold on, sir, when did you move there?
Oh, within the last month. A month ago.
Within the last month, and you still don't know the address to where you just moved?
Oh man, I don't. I haven't seen the front of the building. It's when I get there, it's like I park behind it and I walk up the side of it and I go in the side door. I don't ever really see the front of it. I never really see the front of the building.
Pause. You have to change your identification, you have to change your mailing address. How do you not know where you live?
I didn't change none of that stuff yet, no.
After a month?
No, ma'am, I have not. I honestly, I've been really busy. I got my son to take care of every day. He's a handful. That's my whole life is taking care of my son.
Hold on. Sir, listen, you're talking way too quickly. You're too busy because why?
I go to work, and right after work, I pick up my son from his grandma's house, and she's really anal about him being picked up by a certain time. So I go to work, and I pick up my son, and then after that, I have him. And that's my everyday life. And it's pretty much craziness for me. And remember to go do something like that. I didn't remember to do that up until now. Until you said it.
Having to go to work and take care of one child.
All right, that last comment makes a lot of sense. His girlfriend's doing everything. I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. Heather found me my apartment. She knew my address before I knew my address. Just letting it out there. That makes sense. But I didn't come here without knowing my address. She just knew it first. There's a difference.
Too much craziness that you can't go and change your address?
It's not too much craziness, it's not. But it is a lot. It's just, I didn't think about going to changing my address part just yet.
Have you ever failed to appear in court, sir?
No, ma'am, never once in my life.
Are you currently on probation or parole anywhere?
No.
I'm sorry?
I'm not.
And if you were to test what's in your system?
It would just be methamphetamine, ma'am, and marijuana.
I'm sorry, what's that?
It would just be for the meth. There was no coke or anything else. It was all meth. The lines that were laid out, they would just be meth. They were testing my system. Meth and weed. I don't drink. I don't do nothing else. I'm not gonna be doing that stuff ever again either. I'm gonna be a failure as a father.
And was there anybody in the car with you? Was somebody in the car with you? What's that?
No, ma'am, there was nobody in the car with me.
No. All right.
No.
And so all of the airsoft guns, what were those? Well,
those are my sons. Those are my son's guns, and I was moving. Like they had a dig through my back seat. My guns were in back.
How old is your son? Excuse me.
He's 8 years old.
How old is your son?
He's 8 years old.
8 years old. And you have seven airsoft guns for him?
We have more than that. That's just what was into that move. He likes it. This is his thing. We would go out in the backyard. He would go and he would do these little obstacle things with his guns, and he loved it. It's his passion. He wants to be in the military when he grows up.
Sir, I understand that. I understand paintball and all, airsoft gun wars and all that sort of stuff. But, all right. Based upon the criminal history of the defendant and the charges in this matter, the court will order a $10,000, 10% bond. Also based upon the fact that the court is not sure as to where the defendant lives, he doesn't even seem to be sure where he lives. The court's been provided 2 addresses, neither of which is where the defendant currently lives. And so the court wants to ensure that the defendant's going to appear, not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed. You have on the 16th. Sir, in the event you post bond, you need to make sure you know where you live. We need to have an accurate address for you. And so, ensure we have that information.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You have a good day.
Thank you,
Let's
Your
go off the record. All right, so off the record.
All right. Now I've got my thank you video, and then I've got my rough draft for my new intro. I'm going to play the thank you video first, just so you guys can get, a little bit of who I am. But then I'm going to play the rough draft to my intro. But I do want feedback on my intro. So it's kind of the same style as the intro that I have right now, but different clips. And I think I put them together a little bit better. It makes a little bit more sense. But first, my thank you video. Again, you know what? I'm not even going to say anything because my video says everything.
This is Colin. How's everyone doing? Happy Sunday. I'm making this video to say thank you to everyone who donated over the past week. I very much appreciate it. I'm humbled by it. Very difficult for me to ask. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I have the names of everyone that donated scrolling in the corner of the video. You could probably see it now. If somehow I missed someone's name, please let me know. I double checked it. I missed 2 or 3 names from my video the other night when I originally said thank you. So when I double checked it, I added their names. If I miss your name, please let me know. Send me a message, Discord, email, whatever. I will add your name. I'll find a different way to say thank you to you. But I wanted to tell you about me, tell you about my story, where my channel started from, all the little quirky things that I do. I want to explain where they came from as part of my thank you video, just so you get to know me a little bit better. My name is Colin, so you get to Coolin' with Colin. My nickname, my gamer tag is Coolin'. It's been that way since middle school, elementary school, I don't know. But I had a group of friends that called me Coolin'. I made it my gamer tag, and now everyone that knows me online when I game knows me as Coolin'. So that's where Coolin' comes from, Coolin' with Colin. Nice play on words, it's funny, it's easy to say. So I like it. My name, Colin, definitely not Cromwell. That came from Irish Demon. When I first started watching him, my YouTube name was my first and last name. So it's Colin and my last name. I think all of you know it by now, but I'm still not going to say it. Most of you know it by now. But he kept calling me Cromwell, Colin Cromwell, for about a month until he finally found out that my last name was not Cromwell. So he started calling me Colin, definitely not Cromwell. As a joke, I changed my YouTube name to that. Just never changed it back because it's kind of funny. Now, most of the people in the YouTube community, at least the LawTube community, knows me as Colin, definitely not Cromwell. So that's where that came from. Let's see, what else? What else do I say? The what's going on. What's going on came from a game. It was a MMO type game where you ran with a bunch of people. And every time I would enter a game, or a dungeon. Let's be specific. Every time I entered a dungeon, I would say, "What's going on?" And it would be just like that. "What's going on?" You know, I didn't really realize I was saying it for the most part until I stopped saying it, and one of my friends would beg me to say it every single time. He is Colombian, I think. Oh, if he's listening to this, I'm so sorry. I think he's from Colombia. His name's, well, I know his gamer tag's name's Esta, but he would say it with me with his Spanish accent, or Colombian accent, and it was hilarious when he said it. So I just kept saying it. So that's where that comes from. So it's funny. The dropkick backflip came from another gaming thing another gaming. Everything's about gaming to me because that was my life for a long time. That came from Gears of War, the original Gears of War, the first one, which you can see some Gears of War stuff behind me. Gears of War things. There was something in Gears of War called a two-piece, where you would melee somebody and then you would shoot them to take them down or eliminate them, and it was called a two-piece. I always thought that was boring, so I started calling it each. I was making up crazy names for it. For a while, I was calling it the reverse dragon roundhouse kick, weird things, and I started finally calling it the jump kick backflip, and that kind of stuck with the friends that I rolled with. So we all started calling it a jump kick backflip. Doesn't really make sense, but it was funny and it stuck. So that's where jump kick backflip comes from. Doesn't actually come from me doing backflips and jump kicks, but now you know where that comes from. But speaking of gaming, everything here in my backdrop has to do with video. Well, most of it has to do with video games. Night vision goggles, Call of Duty. Pandora's box, God of War. Not Gears of War, God of War. With Kratos. My little RC car, that's also Call of Duty. Cool thing about this car is that actually the remote control has a camera on it. So when you're driving it, you can see where it is and you don't have to be near it. Kind of cool. Fallout New Vegas. This is Halo. This is from Halo. I don't remember which Halo it was. It's the RTS Halo. Can't think of the name off the top of my head. Got my Gears of War things behind it. Got my huge Bengal Stein, cool and E1. This was a gift from my clanmates from Gears of War, who E1 is just the clan that we started. I'm gonna pull you down. Further below, we've got Heather. Hi, Heather. Got a Marvel bug. Got my books. Well, some of them. Those are the ones I wanted to display because, yeah, I'm a nerd. I want to display my nerdness. So now, I'm going to show you my pride and joy. This is my video game collection. Oh, this is a remote control of the RC car. But this is my video game collection. And some more of my books. But this is who I am. That's what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you who I was. And talk a little bit about me, where my channel name came from, all the details in my channel. Yeah. But that's all I got. So thank you very much. Hopefully you saw your name scroll across the screen. If you didn't, please message me. I didn't miss you on purpose. All right. That's all I got. Thank you again. Until next time. Bye. All right. That was my thank you video. Again, thank you so much for everybody that donated. And it was very hard for me to ask. So I appreciate everybody. I'm still going to show you my new intro. Or the rough draft of my intro. It's not the new one. It's the rough draft. It's the clips I put together for it. There's going to be a lot of editing for it. And I'm still adding music. Got this great artist. His name is No and No. He's been creating some guitar riffs for me to add. So I no longer have to pay a monthly subscription of music. How about that guy? But I do want to say that I appreciate every single person here for helping me. And
Yeah, I want to show you my my feedback. I'm going to show you my feedback. I'm going to show you my new intro, and I want to hear feedback. If you like the collection of clips I have, because I think I nailed it. I think I nailed it. Hopefully, when I bring it up, it comes up to the same place that I paused it. Yep. All right. All right. So I'm gonna bug off screen. I haven't been reading your guys' comments. You know what? Let's spend a minute. Let's spend a minute and talk. I have not been looking at the comments because I didn't want to hear myself talk. So I've kind of walked away. What questions do you guys have? You guys want to ask me something? Ask me something. But I have not been looking at the comments. Like I said, I don't like watching myself talk. So if you ask me something, you know what? I'm not going to scroll back. I'm going to wait here. If you guys want to ask me something, ask me something. Lane, I appreciate it. I don't know what Heather's, saying you're my favorite J Hart, but we both love you. Yes, Tommy does have a channel. Tommy has an amazing channel. He spends a lot of time on. What's my favorite judge? Favorite judge? Oh, it changes. It changes weekly. Right now, it's Judge Elmore. I just love how to the point he is. He doesn't put up with bullshit. I've got a really good clip of him that's really long that I'm wanting to play, but it's longer, and I need to make it interesting because there's a lot of slow part to it. But right now, my favorite judge is Judge Elmore. So your intro is, hold on, what is this? So your intro is going to be your outro? How very that's good. It's good. Kinda. No, I still have my outro at the end of my intro. So, but it's it's the clips. So my intro is a bunch of just random judges, just small clips. I like that. I like that style. It's very like 90s sitcom style where you just see multiple people pop up and generally it says their name under. Maybe we'll add that. Maybe that's a part of the edit process. But yeah, I still have my actual outro after that. But that's funny. Are you able to keep your apartment? I don't know yet. That's a very deep question. I still owe money. And they're not going to let me. So my lease actually runs out at the end of December. So, but if I don't actually get a job, it doesn't matter. They're not going to renew my lease. Even if I do all these small jobs that I've been applying for, if I don't have a job that can actually pay for the rent, then no, I'm not going to be able to keep my apartment. And that's a battle for another day because I'm really close to getting a job. And if I get a job, what sucks is it's Thanksgiving week, right? So the jobs that I'm waiting on callbacks from, it's Thanksgiving week. So I don't anticipate a callback next week or tomorrow. It is next week. I don't anticipate many calls this week. So then all of a sudden that puts me really close. So it's just it's a really hard time to be in the position I'm in. So that's where I'm at right now. Thanks for asking that, Lolly. How's the new place? I don't have a new place. It's the same. It's the apartment I've lived in since January. But I think I know where you're asking this from. Sorry, I'm behind because I'm answering questions. What was the MMO you met, Heather? And you were saying, it was a mobile MMO. It was actually called World of Kings. We called it Walk. World of Kings. It was a World of Warcraft ripoff, almost. It was very World of Warcraft-ish, but it was on mobile. We had a great community there. It was a lot of fun. But World of Kings, it was a mobile game. That's where I met Heather. And that's where the what's going on came from. You know what? Screw it. Here's a funny story. You want to hear a story about the first time I met Heather? I'm going to say this. She was a healer. I was a DPS. If you guys know MMOs or know anything about any kind of role-playing game, RPG, that's the same thing. I don't know what I'm saying. She was a healer. I was a DPS. Her healer did more damage than my DPS. That is the first time we met. We met in a dungeon. And she talked shit to me for about 10 straight minutes as we ran through this dungeon. And she's just like, how am I a healer and doing more damage than your DPS? Yeah. This also was a very pay to win heavy MMO. So it's not that I was bad at the game. I just was a free to play player. So she destroyed me as a healer and I was a DPS. I cannot wait for the comments from all my gamer nerds for that. I'm gonna get shit on for that. That's fine. I already answered that. Hopefully I answered that well enough for you. Question. Whether she can mind if I get a long hug? She won't mind. She will not mind a hug. At least I don't think she will. I do not think that will be an issue. Favorite game of all time? Video game of all time. You are not the first person to ask me this. This is a very difficult question to answer. My favorite game of all time? I'm going to say Final Fantasy VIII. That is the game I've played through more times than any other game. So just by that logic, that's my favorite game of all time. I don't replay games a ton, but I've played through Final Fantasy VIII probably 4 or 5 times. Final Fantasy VII probably 1 or 2 times less than that. All the Final Fantasy series I've played through multiple times, but Final Fantasy VIII I played through the most. But there's so many genres that I'm like, I want to restart the hold on, what is it? The Mass Effect series. I stacked all the Mass Effect games on my TV stand because that's the next series I'm going to play through. But the next game I'm going to redo is Dragon Age Origins, just because I love that game. That's a very difficult question. Oh, what do we got? Love you, but I don't know what FT are coming on less than 15 minutes of Santo. I don't know what that means, but still, I love you too. You're good. You're good. But I don't really know what that means. FTWD coming on in less than 15 minutes. Oh, FTWD is, I'm guessing, another channel. Okay, that's fine. I don't know what other channel that is, but that's fine. Judge Middleton is awesome. Judge Middleton is awesome. I am so far behind in the chat now. Judge Simpson didn't stop YouTube. His entire courthouse stopped YouTube. The entire, 14B? 14? 15? 14B? They all stopped YouTube. There's a message on their website that says that they stopped recording or broadcasting over YouTube unless it requires unless someone specifically says that they want to, as like the defendant or somebody says they specifically want to, which is why you see Judge Simpson pop up every once in a while. But yeah, for now, he's done with YouTube. I think he'll be back. All right. MMO game you played when you met Heather. I remember you saying from. Yeah, I answered that already, I think. MMO game you played when you met Heather and we remember you saying from. I think I answered that. Hopefully I answered that. All right. Why is the sky blue? The sky is blue. Oh, I actually know the answer to this. I'm not going to bore you with it, though. Yeah, I'm not going to bore with you. I'm not going to bore you with that. But peeps, I love you. Thank you for your comment. If you really want to know why the sky's blue, you can message it again. but I'm gonna keep answering questions for like another couple minutes. So if you say it again, then yeah, I will answer it. Will you be able to keep your apartment? I answered that. I'm hoping. I am hoping. Let's see. Nope, that wasn't a question. I started to set up my streaming location. My channel and podcast buddies want to try. Okay, Tommy, you're awesome. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Sorry, I'm reading the comments as I should just pull them up. I keep holding that up. You asked that a lot. You really wanted to know the answer to that question. It was World of Kings, World of Queens, World of Kings. It was a MMO on mobile. Yeah, you can give everyone hugs. Everyone deserves hugs. All right. Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate it. Good. I'm seeing all these fingers crossed. Good evening. That's a very personal question. I don't want to say the amount just because there's a lot of haters that will use that against me. So I'm not going to say how much I need. There's no way I can do that without getting massive backlash. If you want to message me, if you want to email me, then I'll be happy to tell you that. But I will tell you that over the last week, I've made half of what I was behind on. That's what I will say. If you actually want amounts, I won't hide it from you. I'm just not going to say it while I'm live. Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate it. You really want to know the answer to that question? Hopefully I answered it. Like I know I'm way behind, so I'm probably going to see a couple messages from you here in a minute. Yeah, it's. I appreciate you being here. That's all I can ask. That's all I can ask. You're here. You're watching. You're commenting. That's the best thing that I can ask for. So that alone is enough for me. Let's see. Walk. Yeah, there you go. See, I knew I'd get to it. Like I said, I'm behind. Colin has the best girlfriend fund. I do have the best girlfriend. My girlfriend is top notch. Like I actually bought her from Europe and I moved her to Canada because I couldn't move her to the United States. So I had to move her to Canada. So she's been in Nova Scotia for the last 36, 37 years. I'm trying to remember how old she is. But I bought her when she was young. She just doesn't know it. And yeah, I was like 2 and I moved her to Nova Scotia. So it's been perfect. It's worked out great. I highly recommend all 2-year-olds out there to buy their girlfriends and then move them to the country they want to move to. It works out. It's gonna work out. Play them. All right, I'm way behind. I'm so far behind. I'm gonna start fast forwarding. If you guys have a question you want to ask, start it with question because I'm just gonna scroll through it quickly because now I'm just talking and I've met many in a dungeon. You know what? I'm not gonna. You know what? No comments. You know what? We don't kink shame around here. Good for you. Good for you, W. Baker. Good for you. Mine is blinking on DPS. Damage per second is what DPS is. It's the damage class. So in an MMO, you have healers, tanks, and DPS. You have a healer who clearly heals. You have a tank who takes all the damage, and then you have your actual damage players, which are considered the DPS, the damage per second players. And as a healer, Heather was out damaging me as a DPS. Was not a good look. Yeah, okay. So now I'm getting to how far I am behind in the chat. You guys can all hear me real time, and I'm reading. Colin, that is hilarious. It's like, yeah, she literally talked shit to me for about 10 straight minutes, and then we fell in love. Ask her about how I made her some maps. If you ask her how I made her some maps. I never played Andromeda. I didn't play it. Never bought it. I stopped buying games. I really did. I stopped buying games. If you look at my collection, the last game I bought was like 10 years ago. I bought the Xbox One. I think I have like 6 games for Xbox One and nothing else. But my 360, like I still replay all my 360 games, but I don't touch the Xbox One anymore. I just got bored of it. You know what? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. That was a good series. I don't know if you saw that on my shelf. Also a good series. That's on my shelf as well. It's on my shelf as well. I don't know if I know that one. One of my favorites are the funniest Conquerors Badford. I don't know that one. All right, scrolling. Is this have to do with Judge Simpson Court? I saw a couple of Judge Simpson things. 14A. Yes, thank you for highlighting my link tree. I very much appreciate it. I have a Sega Genesis, still works. All right. What I didn't show you is because I didn't dust it off. Is I've got a Super Nintendo, an Atari, a Nintendo 64. All that still work, all with games, all the controllers. I didn't show that because I didn't dust it, and it looks really bad. But I've got a lot of systems too. I just didn't spend the time to clean it before it was time to go live. I decided to talk to Heather instead. So yeah, but I've got an Atari, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. All that work. You are banging that drum. You are in the 36th District Court. 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 Get out your damn bed. Put your damn hand down. Put your damn hand down. Take your hat off. Stop driving. Smile and sit up. That's all she asked for. Not a lot. You're in court. All right. How am I so far behind? I'm fast forwarding and I'm still very far behind. Oh. Now you guys are just talking to each other. It might be a good question. All right. Did you know that butterflies are deaf? I did not know that. I will tell you that I'm half deaf. I am deaf in my right ear, legally. From birth. I've been deaf in my right ear. So, yeah, I'm half deaf. Does that make me half a butterfly? I hope so. Love Canada. Yeah, Canada's awesome. Mimi's lurking. Hi, Mimi. You're awesome. Please don't tell people that. I don't know what. I'm so far behind. I don't even know what this means. I might just have to I'm scrolling through really quickly. Like I said, if you don't have a question before your sentence now, I might not read it. Thank you so much, Seattle Jen. I appreciate that. That made me smile. Thank you. Hey, Nat. Still have no idea how to say your last name, but I love your last name. Hold on. I know I tried to attempt this before. The Belf. No, I'm not even gonna try it again. Not even gonna try it again right now. All right. Where are we at? All right. I'm actually getting close. To caught up. How is there still 174 people here? This room did no Mario because he hates one. That's not nice. I just haven't rebought the Mario games. I bought the systems because I don't have the systems from when I was a kid. I had to rebuy them. What is your favorite video you love on here? Like on here, as in one of my videos? Are you asking what my favorite video is? If that's, I'm gonna answer that question because that makes sense to me. My favorite video I have is the Judge Simpson clip where he's whispering, and because the defendant that called in, she called in, she didn't because she didn't pay a bill or something. She didn't pay her court fines or something, and she called in, but she was at work. So she was whispering. She's like, "Hey, this is my name. I don't want to talk loudly because I'm at work." And Judge Simmons was like, "All right, me too." He's like, "But hey, but then Judge Simmons is like, "I'm gonna whisper for you or with you." And he started whispering. Gallagher was still there at that time. Gallagher was whispering. They were all laughing. That's my favorite court video of all time. And trust me, when I go through and redo my channel, because I have to delete most of everything I have to come up to YouTube guidelines to be able to remonetize, I'm gonna have to delete just about every video that I did before about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna download all my Judge Simpson clips and all my favorite videos, but I'm gonna have to do that. Everything that I put out there that could potentially violate a rule, I've got to delete. It's part of the rules of remonetizing. I'm just waiting as long as I can before I do that, but that's going to be in the next couple weeks. But I'm going to download all the ones that I love and put them out there the correct way. So you're going to see a lot of vaulted videos in the next couple months. What do we got? Oh, you're talking about the game. Oh, it was an N64 game. Okay, that's what I thought. Now I know what game we're talking about. Yes. Good game. When you said N64, it made all sense. It made all the sense. All right. Question. How often do you and Heather get to sue each other? It's a hard question to answer. 2 or 3 times a year, usually. We've been together for 3 years, 2 or 3 times a year. So as often as we can financially. But yeah, that's what it is. But we make it work the best we can. We do make it work. Do I remember Castlevania? I still play. I downloaded one of the Castlevania games onto my Xbox 360, and I still play it. You did that? I loved it. It was one of the original Castlevania games. They made it multiplayer. They changed the format and they made it multiplayer, and I still play it. It's a lot of fun to play a 8-bit Castlevania with 4 people jumping around. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, I do remember Castlevania very well. I also remember the 3D one that they came out with about 10 years ago. That was good. It was kind of God of War-ish, where it was just a button masher, and they never continued it. My screen is frozen because I have it paused because I'm answering questions. That's why it's frozen. But I'm pretty sure someone said something already about that. You want the new intro? I think I'm catching up. I think I'm already at the start. All right. I made it. No, now just refresh. Now there's more. Man, because I want to see the intro. How did I scroll to the bottom and then it just shot up more messages? I miss Gallagher too. Okay, so I'm getting close because I just talked about Gallagher. What is this? Heather, what are you saying? Should Colin and I do a video telling our full story about? Yeah, it's up to you guys. I don't mind. She can come up as much as she wants. I wanted to guess that so bad, but I was gonna butcher it so bad, and yeah, de Belfay. All right, de Belfay. I'm not gonna remember that, but I want to remember that. Belfay. Couldn't you just tag an intro and outro? Maybe that'd be harder. I don't know what you mean. Couldn't you just tag an intro and outro? I don't know what you mean by that. I honestly don't know. Oh, I just clicked the button and now I'm at the beginning. I'm caught up to everybody. All right. So if I missed somebody's question, I'm sorry, but I clicked skip ahead on accident. So okay, here we go. On your videos that you said you had to delete, couldn't you just add an intro and outro or it comes? No, that's the problem. The videos that I got in trouble for, I had an intro and outro too. I had all of my videos for the entire month of September had 3 different court clips in them. Well, mostly. Some of them only had 1, but most had 2 or 3 court clips. Had an intro and outro and had dividers in between the clips. I thought that was enough to get by the YouTube rules. It is not. That is not enough. So if any YouTubers out there doing that, do not do that. You will get demonetized, just like I did. So an intro and outro is not enough. Don't listen to anyone that tells you it is. It's not, because that's what I did. All right. That's all the questions. I'm going to show you my new intro and outro, and then I'll pause it for like a minute or 2, and I'll answer some last-minute questions, and then we'll go on. Is that good? Does that work for everybody? Hope so, because that's what we're going to do. All right.
What's going on? How's everyone doing?
And if you lie to me, sir, I guarantee you, I'm going to set your bond so high you're not going to be able to get out.
Shemke, got anything to say?
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
Yes.
All right. So those are the clips that I have. Not a brat. Hello. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you stopping by. Those are the clips I have. Now there's no music on it right now. I got the Guitar Master No working on a sick guitar rip for me so I don't have to worry about being struck by music anymore. So, but those are the clips I have. What do you think? What do you guys like? Do you guys like those clips? I think they work well together. I think I might choose a different one for me because I want to say, the what's going on, this is Colin. But that I didn't say this is Colin, so I want to change that clip. But the court clips that we have, what was it? Judge King saying, "Do not lie to me. Do not lie to me." Then we moved on to Shemke. I think I might have skipped one. Shemke, you got anything to say? Which is funny because Shemke never talks. And then Steven saying, "Get your popcorn, get your Pepsi Cola." Finally, in the luckiest find I ever found was Judge Middleton talking about someone named Colin and just saying, "Tell Colin I'm ready." Because that is perfect for my channel. Yeah. Jody saw it. It's amazing. Tell Colin I'm ready. And I am never deleting that. That is perfect. Yeah, that's a good one too. Judge Stevens, he was calling out somebody that was on the Zoom call that was waiting for somebody was impatient and just yelling. I don't know if they were yelling. I don't know. But just impatient at the judge. And he had about a 2-minute rant about this person. And it was funny. But I clipped the best part. I think it's good. I just need some different music to, play beneath a little bit below it. All right. That's all I got. There's still 188 people here. I don't have any more clips to show you. I don't have any clips ready. So, Tim Hicks, you literally came in right at the end. I literally paused it during my outro. So, I am going to say goodnight. And I am going to go to bed. And I'm going to work on this new intro. Potentially out. Yeah, I'm going to have to change my outro too. Because the intro and outro have the same song. I don't know if you guys know this, but the intro and outro is the same song. I just have the first 30 seconds of the song on the intro and the last 30 seconds on the outro. So I have to change the outro too. But yeah, that's all I got. If you guys would like to donate, I'd very much appreciate it. The link tree is being shared everywhere. Thanks to Heather. Heather, thank you so much for your hard work. She's amazing. She works so hard on this channel. The entire thank you video was her. I just recorded it. She made that entire thing, and it took her hours to do. So make sure you thank her. And yeah, I look forward to talking to you guys this week. Till next time, bye.